Today is January the 29th, 2024, and this intuitive session is for Douglas Brown. And I have cleared my space. I have protected my space as well as cleared and protected the space where Douglas is today. I have also cleared and protected the technology that I am using today for this session. And I've called in the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, the Divine Feminine, and the Christ Sophia energy, along with White Hawk and the Star Nations, through which I will be channeling today for any intuitive information, guidance, healing, knowledge, and support that would assist Doug today on his highest timeline and ask for his highest level of healing, highest level of guidance in all timelines, all time streams, and dimensions, and the clearing of anything negative within his path that may be preventing him to complete his soul's mission and his soul's evolution. So now that I've called in my guides, cleared both spaces as well as the technology, I'm just going to pause a moment and breathe to connect to these higher frequencies. And just a note, if you hear me yawn, it is just me feeling the energies move through me as I am a conduit of these higher channeled energies. I am not falling asleep. It is just how that energy moves. So as I connect, as I bring in Doug's energy, Douglas's energy, just to kind of connect, the first thing I'm noticing is just some clearing to be done, allowing for higher guidance and the higher connection to the higher self, as well as the higher guides from the galactic realms, specifically for soul evolution and soul mission work. So I'm just going to ask White Hawk and I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to come in to assist in clearing this so we can get a better guidance, better connection to source, better intuitive information, making it unmistakable, making it clear, crisp, and precise for Douglas today. And sending all of that energy, the interference, back to creator source to be transmuted into something else. And then also just applying this beautiful, beautiful platinum healing white light to the upper two chakras as we've cleared out that space, making room for new neural connections. And they're saying this is going to be important for the intuitive flashes, the intuitive guidance, the clarity, and the precise, unmistakable information that will be coming to you through you from your guides. Also, just working on strengthening that connection there to the higher self as well as the connection to source, just making that very nice and thick and strong, keeping you connected and a constant stream of information at just the right percentage level. So again, I'm just getting the intuitive ping that we need to kind of clear some things, and some of this seems very karmic in nature as in relation to old missions. And again, some of this they're showing me is in relation to clearing lower timelines. So clearing karma, just clearing all that out now. I'm seeing a couple of like ribbon-like threads, cords to just clear away and asking, is this for his highest good? And I am getting a resounding yes. So I'm just asking Archangel Michael, White Hawk, to just clear, cut those ribbon-like cords, that energy. And I'm seeing three of those right now. One is like a very, very dark blue. Another is more of like a grayish black. And the other one is like a dirty red energy. So just clearing those out and then applying that beautiful platinum healing white light to that area where those cords were touching, completely encasing it in that beautiful platinum healing white light, making it nice and sealed and whole and balanced. The next thing I'm seeing is I'm seeing that we need to do some more work on the back of the chakras. Again, really just kind of clearing some things. And again, this seems like it's going to be a little bit of both, a little bit of clearing as well as a little bit of guidance, making sure that everything stays nice and whole and balanced. Just clearing this away. I'm seeing a lot on the upper back and on the neck area, and it's just like this gray cloaky energy, just like a cloak. So just clearing all of that now with the assistance of the archangels and with White Hawk. Beautiful. Sending that energy back up to Creator to be transmuted. And then just really bathing the back of these upper chakras, bathing them in this beautiful platinum light frequency of healing. Again, they're saying removing some of the burdens of the past karmic experiences. Some of this is previous lifetimes, and some of this is in the past, but in this lifetime. Really just pulling that away from the spine area, pulling that away from the spine, the upper neck and back, and sending it back to Creator. And then just sending that beautiful platinum healing white light down the neck, down through the upper back, and down the arms there. Beautiful. Just completely letting it just like flood over like liquid light. And then just really sending that energy down the spinal column like a liquid platinum light. There's also seems to be a little bit of gold frequency in here too. And one thing that they're saying is activating some DNA here along the spinal column, specifically in relation to the energy flow and allowing more of that energy to flow up and down the spinal column, as we know that there's a pump at the bottom of the spine, just clearing all of that out for you, and then just adding in those beautiful gold and platinum white light frequencies. So they're saying this is important to the awakening of the knowledge that you will be using, that you're going to be carrying forward with your soul's mission, which is part of the soul's higher evolution in this lifetime. Again, they're saying you did not have to incarnate here, but you chose to. And so they are thanking you for really just being a part of this, even though you didn't have to. So just lots of gratitude being sent to you from the galactic angels, this beautiful galactic group and the star nations. Beautiful, beautiful. So the next thing I'm seeing is we're clearing away some cords within the throat chakra, clearing away, just scraping all of this off, just scraping it all off. And again, some of this just really was like a tangle of cords from the back of the throat chakra, just clearing all that off now, clearing it off, clearing. And then just sending that beautiful platinum healing white light to just flood the chakra, especially the back chakra where all of this was causing a lack of communication, stifling communication. And so it seems like the frequency also of this beautiful blue energy coming in, and they're showing the words blue beings, blue avians, which to me, I guess, because the avians are birds, they're very much about communication, clear communication, strengthen the words, strengthening that frequency of the things that you're going to bring forward relating to technology. And they're saying very quantum energy, quantum communication. It's not only spoken, but again, they're saying light codes in relation to this quantum computing, this quantum technology, quantum frequencies, just so much quantum energy coming in. Again, just making sure that that throat chakra is all nice and beautifully healed and sealed, making sure. And they're going to say, they're really, really stressing this right now that, excuse me, the frequencies that are being activated is going to take a little bit of time. They're saying that it's going to be over a time period, and they're saying they're literally showing me the words apple blossom. So this is going to continue through the activation process. So it's going to be a little bit of a process. It's going to take some time. Even though we're living in a quantum world right now, we're still being affected by some of the third dimension, the third density energies around us that we experience and come into contact with. But they're really showing this apple blossom. And So when I see a shamanic flower or plant, and it's this very shamanic way, so very tribal in nature, it usually means two things. So there's a spiritual meaning to the apple blossom, and then there's also the meaning of the time frame of when this comes to completion, transformation, or the beginning of this new chapter once all of these energies have been completely integrated within your physical body and your light body. So we know that apples are ripe in the fall. So this would indicate that when the apple blossoms begin to bloom is when this completion, this transformation, this upgrade in frequencies around the throat chakra and the communication, a very quantum way with this blue avian communication is going to come through. So by the time that apple blossoms, by the time apple trees begin to blossom, is when you'll really see the culmination or the fully being able to step into these frequencies. Beautiful, beautiful message there. I love how they give us a time frame on this. And again, it's never just a specific date because that's not really important in this world that we live in that is not based on linear time, but it's based around a time frame. So you should begin to notice that all of these energies, these new frequencies, and these activations within your light body will really, really come to completion, come into fruition when the apple blossom is in bloom. So they're even showing some beautiful honeybees that are just kind of flitting around and pollinating, going from one apple blossom to the other. So to me, the bees indicate a beautiful, beautiful connection to divine communication and also community, communication, working together, and also a little bit about the sweetness of life that the bees bring. So there's multiple messages here in relation to these beautiful, beautiful honeybees. So it's like the bees and the apple blossoms are working together. So once these gifts come into integration, completion, and they're really in your fullness by this time of the apple blossoms blooming, the bees are going to be interacting with you. And again, this could be community. And again, because bees are such a very, very special, special little creatures, it's a connection to the divine frequencies, the divine sequences of life, and how everything fits together intricately and how we work together. So it wouldn't surprise me if the message from the bees, it's multiple layers, but it's very structured. It's very divine in its orientation, and it's very methodical, and it's very much based on community. So you can see that this new transformation that's really focusing on the throat chakra is being aided by the bees or the community, the communication that comes into your life and that you share with others. And it is very, very divine. So thinking about that Fibonacci sequence and how everything has a divine order to thing. And they're saying, do not rush, do not rush. The bees wait until the blossoms are in full bloom before they gather the nectar, the pollen. They're just really, really, really stressing this, allowing things to blossom in divine timing. So there's really nothing that you need to do. It is more about the state of being and accepting these integrations. So they are kind of pulling me down to the heart chakra a little bit. And the first thing that they're showing me within the heart chakra is they're just showing me all these layers that have been protecting the heart, like gray stone layers and upon layers upon layers upon layers. And they're saying this is really in relation to inner child work. And so, thinking about childhood and thinking about where there might have been a need to protect, or there might have been a lack of sense of truly feeling loved and accepted within the family. And so, again, this is very common for a lot of us to incarnate into these families with lots and lots of trauma. Because, again, as part of our mission, we did come here and we did agree to clearing away things, multiple layers of family ancestral trauma. So, I'm just asking, can we go ahead and remove this here today and just clear and chip away at some of these rock-like layers that are really, really protecting the heart? Beautiful. Clearing some of that away. They're saying some of this you also just need to sit with and say, I accept the healing. I accept with an open heart. I accept the frequency of love. I accept the frequency of love. It is in divine timing, and I am deserving of this love. I am deserving of this pure form of love. I am deserving of this frequency of love. So beautiful, beautiful message there. And as we've cleared away a lot of these stagnant rock-like layers of energy around the heart, I'm just going to have Archangel Michael come in and to just absolutely just blast the entire areas where we cleared away those rock-like layers, blasting them with platinum healing white light. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The other thing that they're literally saying is sunbeams towards the heart. So, one thing that they're suggesting is to stand in the sun with the chest forward into the sun and saying, I accept these sunbeams of love. I accept these frequencies of love. I accept these higher divine energies coming in. So, this is also about receiving, being able to receive. So, they're saying, where in your life have you not been able to receive? Where in your life did it not feel safe to receive? And this is part of the integration in releasing those old feelings, those old thoughts, and those old patterns that maybe served us at one time, especially in childhood, of not receiving because it wasn't safe or it came with strings attached. Beautiful. And they are saying, do not hide your heart. Do not hide your heart. The frequency of your heart is here for many, 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 many souls to see and experience. Beautiful, beautiful message there. They're also bringing in the beautiful Christ Sophia energy to just open up this heart chakra a little bit, open it up. And they're saying, open it up to yourself. So, really, really focusing on the self first before we're able to show up for humanity. So, they're saying, where are the parts within your heart that maybe have been uncomfortable to love? And maybe this is about past stories, past experiences, really blaming the self for things that were not really your fault. So, they're just saying, please throw these away, throw them in the trash bin, throw them away, cast them aside. They do no longer serve you. And then welcoming, say, I'm open and welcoming love into my life. And I love myself and all parts of the self. I love myself and all parts of the self. Beautiful, beautiful message there. They're also adding in this beautiful, beautiful energy of rose quartz frequency, very loving, nurturing. And they're saying nurturing to the self, nurturing the inner child. So they're saying, remember all the ages in which that you did not feel loved, accepted, and they're saying, please, please welcome all those parts home. Welcome them all home. Welcoming all of those child parts home. Beautiful, beautiful message. Again, just bathing that entire heart chakra in that beautiful rose quartz energy. They're also saying we need to bring in some Jupiter energy. So Jupiter is very much this planet of expansion, transformation, abundance, prosperity, luck. And in this case, they're saying they're bringing in the abundance of love for the self, just loads and loads and loads of love for the self. Beautiful, beautiful message there. And then just sealing up that heart chakra there, making sure all of that energy stays nice and balanced and whole. The other thing I'm seeing is a couple of cords in the very back heart chakra, and I'm just asking them to clear these because these are dark. One of them is kind of pulling at you a little bit, keeping you kind of like every time that you take 2 or 3 steps forward, there's a step back. So just cutting this cord, cutting these cords, gathering them up, and then sending them back to Creator Source to be transmuted, and then applying that beautiful platinum healing white light to all those areas where those cords were touching. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So they're saying the other thing too is um, when you get up in the morning, just remembering to choose your highest soul's guidance and your highest soul's path, and just really being grateful. being grateful for the self, this breath, this body, this lifetime, for the lessons, for the love, all the love that you're accepting in now. Drinking it in fully every single day. I love for myself. I love for my soul's path. I love for my soul's mission. I love being in the state of the as is, meaning there's going to be times when you'll need to really lean on the everything as is, as it should be, because again, we are still living in that third density. So there's a little bit of chaos, there's a little bit of uncertainty, there's a little bits of shakeups, and um, they're saying the word breakups, but they don't mean relationship. It's like things breaking apart around you, and they're saying just accept and allow that to flow past you. Accept for what it is, knowing that you don't have control of those external forces. You only have the control over the internal forces. Beautiful, beautiful message here. Beautiful. I'm also seeing this beautiful golden star within the heart chakra, just reminding you of home, or homes from past lives, homes from multidimensional lives. And they're saying you will always have a home, not only within your heart, but within the multiverse. Beautiful message there. Thank you. So now I'm just moving down to the solar plexus, moving down now, and just really, really focusing on the words, don't give power away, don't give power away. So it looks like there's been somebody that's been close to you that has really been leaning on you pretty heavily. And they're saying, just remember that those energetic boundaries, and that every person is on their own path. And we truly, truly respect ourselves, as well as offering respect to the other person when we allow them to take control of their own situation, the own events, the own issues, the own entities or attachments that they may be carrying in this lifetime to learn. And they're saying it's very disempowering to allow others to hand over all of our problems to another person. So they're saying it's okay to put up an energetic barrier there and say, no, I'm not going to take on this person's problems. I'm not going to take on the work. That person is not allowed to skip certain lessons in this lifetime. And it's very, very prominent that you are a much, much older, wiser soul than this other person. And they're learning by your example. They're learning by the healthy boundaries that you set. They're learning by listening to you speak. They're learning from you by listening to what you have to share and what you have to offer in this lifetime, as well as the ones in previous that are kind of like gifts that have come on for you. They've been on with you since birth. Meanwhile, new frequencies are going to be upgraded. So again, just really sealing all of that solar plexus energy in, making it nice and bright and whole, and that there are no leaks. Hmm. Taking a pause here for a moment. The energy on this is very, very strong. We've got lots of good galactic assistance here from the star nations. And as each one of the star nations has something to share, they will step forward and I will know their frequency. So far, the blue avians really seem to be assisting, as well as kind of correcting the frequency of the auric field as we are continuing this clearing and this intuitive channeling session here for you today, Doug. Or Douglas, I'm sorry, and just really, really strengthening that auric field. And they're saying protective energy, that beautiful, and they're adding rutilated quartz all the way around the auric field. Normally they do this at the very end, but they say we're working simultaneously in different areas. So you may hear me switch back and forth as I talk to the different groups as we work in tandem together today. So the next thing that they're bringing forth is the words breath of life, breath of life. really, really focusing on the frequency of the breath of life and what it has to offer you. So they may suggest that you do some deep breathing when you begin your day and when you end your day to really, really not only take in, drink in, absorb all of that beautiful platinum and gold energy that's coming to you, but then also exhaling things from the day, the week, the month, the year that no longer serves you. And they're saying just literally toss it aside with the out breath, just really saying, I'm sending this back to creator. I'm sending it back to creator because I know I don't need this anymore. There's a sense of some of this energy has been very much like a set of crutches to kind of help you limp along through some difficult times. But they're saying you know, the feet are strong, the ankles, the legs, the knees, all of this is strong now, and just really allowing you to step forward and saying, it is safe for me to receive. And I speak my needs. I speak my needs. Beautiful, beautiful message there. Just pausing here for a moment as we connect a little deeper. So one thing I am seeing also too here in the solar plexus is just some little dark, like pebble-like energy, very hard, compressed emotions, lower frequencies. And they're saying that some of this is from the past. And they're saying it's related to some masculine energy. So this could be father, this could be friend, this could be brother. It seems more uh, from like familial in so family related. So maybe there's some masculine energy within the family that doesn't necessarily agree with you, and that's okay. That's okay. They're saying let it go, let it go, let it flow like water, let it run off of you like water on a duck's back. And they're saying that's going to be important because really sticking in that loop of communication with this lower frequency person is just going to kind of keep the cycle going a little bit longer. And it kind of ties up your energy in relation to what you should be doing and feeling that integration of the throat chakra upgrade. So just kind of keep in mind that there may be a relative, a male relative, that literally just kind of keeps you in that loop. And again, it's more about being a distraction, and that's we're finding that in a lot of different ways right now, a lot of different ways. And they're saying just let them go, let the communication wash off of you, carry it back to the shore, letting it just be transmuted into something else, knowing that that is definitely not where you need to stay and where you need to be. Again, this is about our soul's evolution, our soul's mission in this lifetime. Beautiful. Just pausing here for a moment, just allowing that energy to just really, really permeate the fields, the emotional, the auric, the mental, the physical, the spiritual body. Beautiful. So now that we've cleared up those little rock-like things, I'm just going to ask them to apply beautiful platinum healing white light, applying that now to all those areas where those dark little compressed emotions were being stored within the solar plexus, bringing back the will, bringing back the power. And again, they're saying the words, I call back all my power from places and spaces that no longer serve me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. One thing that they are showing me is they're just showing this connection between the tightened and compressed throat chakra and that solar plexus. So I'm just really having them focus on clearing and really strengthening those two centers' connection to each other so that they can communicate a little bit easier. Communicating the well with strength and power and truth in your words, for this will serve you well. This era of justice that we move into really will be served well by having the strength of will and within the voice. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Sending that back to Creator Source. And just sealing that up with beautiful platinum healing white light. Beautiful. So I'm seeing a couple of different flowers here within the solar plexus. I'm seeing this beautiful sunflower, which is all about strength and standing tall. The other one I'm seeing is larkspur. So looking up the spiritual meaning of larkspur and also the spiritual meaning, I know for sure. For sunflower has to do with standing tall and being this source of beauty, power, and also noticing that sunflowers are also a source of delicious seeds, which can be of nourishment. So, nourishing seeds. So, nourishing the seeds that you are planting within your daily life and really focusing on what seeds you're planting for the soul's mission once those integrations have happened within the throat chakra. Beautiful message there. Larkspur, definitely look up the spiritual meaning of larkspur. And then also paying attention to when the beautiful larkspur begins to blossom in its natural habitat. And thinking about that as a possible completion, closure, transformation of something in relation to the spiritual meaning of larkspur. And then we know that the sunflower blooms in summer, and again, just really focusing on this standing tall within the power and nourishing the self, nourishing the roots, nourishing the stalk, the very tall and very statuesque like stalk of the sunflower that allows it to stand tall, supporting that beautiful, beautiful heavy blossom, just completely engulfed with those nourishing seeds. Beautiful message there. So now I'm just looking to see if there's anything else we need to see here. So one thing that they're having me do is they're having me bring in this vacuum rose to just kind of like suck up all of this extra energy that is not yours. They're saying no judgment, no judgment, just really, really focusing on vacuuming up just through the entire chakra system, but really focusing on the solar plexus, focusing on that right now. Ooh, excuse me. Occasionally, I sneeze in sessions if the energy is super strong, but mainly it's just yawning. Beautiful, beautiful there. So they're just vacuuming up all of this excess energy that doesn't belong to you, vacuuming up all this energy now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message there. And then just really filling all of that with platinum light, where all of that excess energy that didn't belong to you was occupying, taking up space, allowing you to bring forth and really calling back all of your own soul's essence, its own divinity. Beautiful. So I'm getting the ping we can move down to the sacral chakra. So I'm moving down to this area now. I'm really seeing lots and lots of energy about creation of communication in relation to these quantum projects. So again, focusing on speaking, saying, writing, what it is that once this integration of the throat chakra happens, just really putting that down in solid communication is what they're saying. Solid communication. So, really thinking about what this, once these integrations happens, within the throat chakra, just really paying attention to any intuitive messages, communication, guidance, any dreams in relation to this quantum computing, this AI for humanity and the soul's evolution. Again, just pausing here for a moment. And the other thing I'm seeing is they're saying we need to bring in some ultraviolet light, bringing in some ultraviolet to help and assist in clearing some things from the sacral chakra. And again, they're saying this is past, so karmic from this life and other lifetimes and multi-dimensional selves. So just bringing in that beautiful ultraviolet light and just flooding it there within the sacral chakra. And they're saying upgrades in creativity, upgrades in creative manifestations. So, working with that creative energy, just really allowing it to blossom, to bloom, to come forth. And they're saying, it may sound silly, but write it all down if you need to draw pictures. They're saying, it's okay, it's okay. No judges here. So, even if it looks like childhood art, they're saying this is 100% correct. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. If you get the inkling, if you get the ping, if you get the guidance, however it shows up for you, in order to really assist in this process, they're saying go ahead and draw what you see, what you know, and what you feel. And this will be part of the communication that goes back to that throat chakra upgrade, that integration process. Really focusing on that sacral and the throat connection. So it's kind of like what is being manifested, what is being brought forth in relation to creation will have a direct impact and will also involve that beautiful throat chakra. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that message there. So they are just going to go ahead and seal up the sacral chakra, sealing it up with beautiful platinum healing white light. Beautiful. And these energies are so very strong, which is wonderful. I know we're doing a lot of clearing here. And mainly the reason for the clearing is so that the rest of these frequencies can come in. So I'm just going to allow them. Again, they're working at the cellular, the DNA levels, adjusting the frequencies, and they're saying this is definitely going to be a process rather than just a blast of frequencies. They're saying the body right now really needs to be able to integrate slowly. Again, there's so much about the mission that you're here for that is in relation to this activation of the throat chakra. And that's going to be a little bit of a process. And they're pinging me and letting me know that there may be times when you, out of the blue, get a cough or some congestion, maybe have occasional body aches. And they're saying this is part of the releasing of the old frequencies and integrating the new ones that are coming online. Again, a lot about the soul's mission has to do with communication and the quantum communication. Okay. So some of this, again, goes back to the DNA activation. They're saying connecting more with those like the honeybees, so that community that are serving humanity and that are bringing in the sweetness of life, bringing in the sweetness. So we know that bees make honey. And so, again, they're just associated with divine communication, divine structure and order. And then also, again, just really, really the frequency of the buzzing of the wings is an absolutely divine frequency. So they're saying you're going to be buzzing around, buzzing, flitting here, there, everywhere to connect with these people that are part of your soul mission and part of your star family. And so at times it may seem like you're just flitting from one flower to another. And they said, that's okay. That's okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message there. So now I'm just checking. We can move on down to the root chakra, the root chakra. So the first thing that they're saying is pulling down more roots, putting down more roots, down, 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 down into the core of my Mother Gaia. Just really anchoring in and just really sending a nice grounding cord that is available to you when you need it. So they're saying not all the time you will need this grounding cord, but there will be times when you'll need to throw down the grounding cord in order to really stay focused and stay on task, especially in the year of 2024, because there are so many shifts, changes, so much within the energetic fields of others that we directly and indirectly feel or experience. So they're just really, really wanting you to pay attention to this earth energy that's being brought in for you. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that message. I'm also getting, again, we're working on the lower spine now, just really clearing in the lower spine. And they're saying the words restrictions, restrictions. So just clearing away any karma there that's been held in the back of the spine in relation to restrictions and sending that back to Creator Source to be transmuted. Beautiful, beautiful message. Just checking now to make sure that we've got all that. Making sure those roots are nice and deep. Okay. So one of the things that they're saying is to go out on earth. So putting the feet directly on the earth. Um, they call it, earth walking or earthing meditation, grounding. And they're saying one of the things that when you begin to do this on a regular basis, you'll be able to connect with the mycelium, that is that network of fungi that communicates and works with the trees, down, down into the roots, down through Mother Gaia. And they're saying the reason to call in is they want to expand this network. They want to expand your connection to the mycelium and just really, really setting the intention when you walk out on there outside and begin to do the earthing, putting the ground next to the earth, putting it on the earth. You're going to be able to get more intuitive information, but also some of that's going to be about connecting with the mycelium, as in they're going to be doing some healing work on the earth, and you're there to help kind of direct, guide, and steer. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message there. One thing I'm also seeing is they're just allowing this platinum healing white light to just permeate the entire root chakra, just permeating it, filling it with energy. Also add in ruby energy to bring in that deep, dark red, that grounding, security, very much about the sense of security, safety, and stability. And so, really just working with those three things, saying, I am safe, I am provided for, all of my needs are being met. Beautiful. Just waiting for them to finish up here. And again, one thing that they're showing is the mycelium will show you the way. That is the one thing that they keep saying is when you connect with the earth, the information, the frequencies that are available to like little creatures, specifically birds, They're literally showing like a bird in a cage. The bird is very, 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 very happy. And again, just really, really focusing on um, clear communication from the mycelium that runs up through the feet and then goes into the throat chakra and comes out as your words, the frequency that you carry. Um, so many creative projects in the works too. Beautiful. Let's see. So now they're telling me that it's okay. We can go ahead and seal up the root chakra. So sealing all that up, sealing it all in so that it stays nice, balanced, healthy, and whole. And then now, again, I'm just having them take one more look at the auric field, dissolving anything that no longer serves, that is negative. So then you go back to creator source to be transmuted. And then just sealing the outer edges of that auric field. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. Beautiful message about staying connected to the earth. And again, you'll receive some information from the mycelium through the network of the earth. And they're saying, don't be afraid to call in the other elementals. So we know you've got lots of good grounding earth energy. The next thing would be the sacral, um, the root, and the solar plexus and the third eye. And then eventually all of this will begin to integrate into the basics of being working for something having to do with eyes. It's very interesting. Okay. So I'm just making sure that there's no other guidance, making sure everything is good. Just waiting on the final check from the physical body. They are going to pull off on the legs, the upper thighs on both sides, left and right, just lots and lots of energy that doesn't belong to you. Like it's just been heaped and heaped and heaped on you. And you're just like, I can't carry this anymore. It's just too heavy. So just clearing all of this for you now, clearing it all away, sending it back to creator source to be transmuted. And I'm just going to allow them to finish up this clearing and scraping away of these energies on the thighs and even the knees and the right hand shin. Beautiful. So now I'm just checking to see if there's anything else here. Again, they keep going back to this throat chakra of communication, communication. Just waiting for more guidance here. And they are saying you are on target, you are on schedule, you are happening, you are being in divine timing. Please remember to stop and smell the roses. Please remember that all will happen exactly as its divine course. No need to force, no need to run, no need to rush, just being, just simply being. And they're really stating for 2024, there's going to be a real need for a routine of self care. So, regular meditations, regular clearings, all of that stuff. Just really, really, really allowing all of that to happen. Bringing all of that, anchoring it down into the physicality, anchoring it down now. They're saying you'll feel this more and more when you access this quantum energy as things will begin to manifest much faster. They're saying, remember what thoughts you put out into the ether, what thoughts you put into the quantum field as things manifest much, much faster than they used to. And that is the beauty of it, but can also be a double edged sword. So, spending time focusing on how much of your words are of negative or, oh, I can't do this, da 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 da, it's too hard, I don't have enough time. They're saying all of that is out the window now. So that's a beautiful little message there. Just checking to see if there's anything else. They're doing one more tweak to the throat chakra. And again, they're saying they want to adjust this as quickly as possible and get most of this cleared. But they're also saying that there's going to be other sessions in relation to your throat chakra, but those will be down the road. Beautiful. All right. So now I'm just asking for some final guidance here, final guidance. They are saying you are on the right path. Trust the process, trust the faith, and the knowing by just sitting and being. We know that you love to help and assist, and also they're saying the words plan. They're saying everything is already planned, it's already done. You did all of this before you got here. So that is why you're just kind of waiting for these upgrades and these integrations to occur over the next, I would say, probably 6 months. So just resting in patience there, resting in the knowing, resting in the it is already done. It is already done. So one thing that they're saying is the primary mission is they're saying this communication in relation to the frequency of love and healing being shared to you and through you for the for the students of this particular incarnation of humanity. Beautiful message there. Beautiful, beautiful indication. And they're saying the words that you choose going forward will be divine, almost as if it is channeling. But you're not necessarily channeling in like a rhythmic pace. It's more like getting downloads of information. Downloads of information. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that message. So now I'm just asking, is there any additional healing guidance, any channeled intuitive information that you would like to share with Douglas today? They're saying, keep the faith, brother, keep the faith. Oh, that's beautiful. So they just want you to know that we know it's been difficult. It's been very difficult. It's been so difficult to maintain a certain level. And part of it may be because you weren't in the right temporary spot. Um, Beautiful. They're saying more permanence in the communication leads to more permanence in the quantum reality. So you'll begin to notice big, big, big shifts and changes. Beautiful message there. One last message from them today is we thank you for being here. Thank you for accepting this mission. We know that it has not been an easy task, but we are grateful for your assistance in this evolution, not only for your soul's path, but for the higher paths of others in creating this beautiful new future together. We co-create in tandem. We co-create with you. We ask to co-create with you more. All you must do is to set the intention to connect with us, and these are specifically the blue avians saying all of this. So they just really, really want to be of assistance in the area of communication. And then also bringing in that beautiful Christ Sophia divine feminine energy and Archangel Michael to assist with the healing when these frequencies do come in. Beautiful. Any final messages from the star nations? Please let us know. I have one. Yes, one little bit left. Really just focusing on the inner divinity, the inner beauty of the self, releasing the emotions that no longer serve you. And they're saying it is very easy to manipulate oneself into thinking that all is well. And they're saying paying attention to your energy field. How does this feel? Does this hurt? Does this feel good? Um, that's going to help you decide whether or not to stay within that field of energy or to just walk away and get a glass of water. Beautiful. So now I am just going to do one last final check. We've got the auric field sealed. We've got all the 7 chakras, the main chakras, activating this light body, activating the the beauty. They're saying the beauty within, the beauty within. Beautiful message. So now I'm just going to thank our guides, our ascended masters, and the galactic angels, and those beings of the highest vibration and light today for allowing all of this information and this healing to come through. And as I'm saying this, they're pinging me saying 2 to 3 days of integration, because we did do a lot of things that are going to help these throat chakra energies come through. Just allowing the body to rest and drink plenty of water. I thank my guides, ancestors, and those beings of the highest vibration and light for allowing me to be a channel, a conduit, and allowing this healing work to take place today for Douglas. I now disconnect. From this energy, stream, and sending back Douglas's energy through back through time, space, all dimensions, all densities, and all timelines. Allowing that to settle back into the physical body, regaining leg and arm movements. And they're saying, thank you for agreeing to work with us. Thank you, thank you. I sent back their energy, sending it back. And I'm also just going to disconnect my energy and allowing this healing work to take place mostly in dream time, so that it's a little bit easier for the body to maneuver, especially if you have to be keeping up a regular schedule. But they said 2 to 3 days, the integration should really be felt and be seen. Beautiful message. And now that I've disconnected my energy, I now close this session. And I give thanks and gratitude for all the guides, the angels, the ascended masters, and those beings of the highest vibration and light, including the star nations, for assisting in this session today. Matakio Wasin.